Hello everyone, I'm Polly and it's time to plan a brand new island that I'll be working on in the near future. And I'm honestly so excited to share my plans with you because I feel like this island is going to be so pretty. But without any further ado, let's start by looking at the mood board. As you can see, this will also be a Japanese-inspired island, but this time I'm only sticking to one aesthetic. I know that I usually have two themes going on at the same time, but focusing on one aesthetic allows me to have more custom design slots that are not dedicated to pathing and more structural kinds of designs, so I can have some fun designs for details and for the interiors that usually are an afterthought, and I end up not having space for practically anything. So this time you can expect some different approaches to the interiors and a feeling that the island is more customized in certain details. I want this island to have the vibes of a small, more rural and natural town with a kind of a 90s 2000s anime aesthetic, with very light and pastel colors represented in the buildings, custom designs and natural elements like the flowers. Basically, a town full of natural areas and surrounded by fields with a lot of pinks, greens and blues contrasting with the light woods. This island will be set in cherry blossom season, which helps with the pastel vibe, and after some thought I decided to name it Harukaze or Spring Breeze, because I feel like it represents the feeling of this island. I'm not gonna lie, we've been having a lot of gray and rainy days lately, and this island was born out of my desire for all the spring flowers, colors, and wonderful smells, and I feel like Harukaze symbolizes all of that perfectly. I will try to make some different buildings from what I usually do, and have a lot of patios all throughout the island because I want it to feel very neighborly and friendly and like everyone gets along well and just lives a very chill life. Since I'll probably have more custom design slots that I can reserve for interiors, I want to have some window and door designs as well as some stairs to make the houses look bigger. Not that I want the houses to look too big, I think I'm going to decorate most of the houses as small apartments and make them a little cluttered and extra cozy. The colors for the interiors will also be on the more pastel side, and I'm going to use mostly light wood tones for furnishings and all that jazz, and I'll try to include a lot of plants so the interiors look like an extension of the outdoor aesthetic. This mood board only has house interiors, but the commercial interiors that I may end up doing will also follow the same aesthetic, and I want them to feel like small shops in a small town, so they'll probably be also a little cluttered and messy, but with a friendly look like the villagers like to hang out with the owners and have a little chat. I'll be honest, I haven't thought of specific builds that I want for this island, but I know that most of it will probably be the town itself, and there will be a small neighborhoods with villager houses and patios divided by a few commercial areas that will include the Able Sisters and some fake buildings that can be small conveni, libraries, bakeries and flower shops. The Nook's Cranny will probably be located near the fields that surround the island, maybe by the entrance, and will serve as a little bus stop slash conveni, but I have to see how much space that would require. Speaking of entrance, it will be a very natural area with a small road that leads to the town, and I'm still deciding if I want some wheat fields or flower fields on that area. I think both would look super cute. The museum will be upgraded on this island, I know, very out of character, but it will be transferred into a different building. I'm still deciding what to do with it, so if you have any suggestions, feel free to comment below. I always love to know what's in your mind, and you usually have some pretty good ideas, so don't be shy and let me know. Also, I don't know what to do with the campsite, but I could maybe do a little campsite area on one of the fields that could look super cute. or a campsite area on one of the beaches. And yes, I will try my best to decorate all the beaches on this island, by the way. I'm not sure if I will have different themes and cool stuff going on, or if they're going to be very natural and barely touched, but I'll try to decorate most of it, if not all of them. By the way, I've already picked out the map and I've been slowly working on getting the 3 stars. So if you want to make any suggestions, please consider the placement of the structures that can be moved, like the resident services, airport, peninsula, etc. I didn't give too much thought to it like usual, but I think we have a pretty good layout with lots of potential, and it's also easier to plan things out when we have the final map and we have a more concrete idea of what can and cannot work. The villagers for this island don't need to be necessarily Japanese or Asian inspired. I just want them to just fit the overall vibe of the island, like in terms of color palette and personality and the aesthetic of the villager, you know what I mean? At this point, I don't know if I'm going to have the 10 villagers on the island. It will depend on the space that I have, but given that the town is going to be pretty big in comparison to other towns that I've done before, I'll probably have the full 10 villagers, and some of them can also have businesses instead of houses, like you can usually find on my island. With this being said, the potential candidates for this island are Dizzy, Ellie, Gala, Joey, Lily, Maggie, Maple, Mari, Mitzi, Molly, Pate, Pico, Pinky, Pearl, Rosie, Sasha, Tad, and Weber. Out of all of these villagers, the ones that I would enjoy having the most are Ellie, Gala, Maple, Mitzi, Pate, Pico, Rosie, and Tad. But if you really like one or more villagers from the list, let me know and I'll give them priority. And if you think there's a villager that is perfect for this island that wasn't mentioned, comment below. This list was initially so big and I had to clean it up so it wouldn't be a complete mess for the video. But again, your opinion matters and I want you to be part of this island, so feel free to comment what's on your mind. Also, let me know if you'd like to see more villager hunts. They're not my fave, and I don't know if I'll have time to do them very often, but I'll do anything for you, and if you enjoy villager hunts, then let's have some fun together. I haven't given too much thought to details and haven't thought of very specific things that I want for this island because I'm more of a live in the moment kind of player and I improvise as I'm working, but if there's anything you'd like to see on this island, be sure to let me know. I feel like I've said this a million times now, but I truly mean it. I cannot wait to live my spring fantasies with this island and I hope you're also excited for it. Like I said, the first pit build isn't coming out right away, so if you don't want to miss it, be sure you're subscribed and have the notifications on, because I really can't give you a specific date for it, so you're going to have to keep an eye out for it. And if you enjoyed the video and you're excited for the new island, don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to see me work on a Japanese-inspired island from start to finish, be sure to check out this video. As always, thank you so much for spending this time with me and for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!